and welcome back to Mad About Cards and Crafts. My name is Marla, and today I am excited to be guest designing for my friend Neenah Tolson, who is the owner of Crescent Creation. She is releasing her first set of digital stamps. Let me show you those stamps. There are 2 florals and several Mother's Day sentiments. I've printed mine onto a piece of Neenah Solar White 80-pound cardstock. I did cluster some of the flowers so that I could use that LDRS Creative Mini Slimline. And then I'm also going to print out a second cluster of flowers so that I can use a larger slimline die on that as well. I did use my brother's Scan and Cut to cut out the additional images, and now I'm going to be doing some more die cutting using the Honeybee Stamps bold alphabets. I did use my T-square ruler to help me line those up. I'm going to use it again because the die set only comes with 1 L, and as you can see, I needed 2 of them. Unfortunately, I do not have a need for a Mother's Day card, but I do have a big order for some general sentiment cards and some birthday cards, and so I thought that I would use this beautiful digital collection to create a hello card that could be used for any occasion. I did die cut off camera using some black cardstock the word hello 3 more times, and I did stack those letters up against each other so that I have a nice piece of chipboard in each of the letters. This is an Griffin die. I'm going to use that to die cut another layering panel. That is the same single floral stamp set that I used on the first die cut. I'm going to take a stamp. This is a sentiment stamp. It has words on it from my stash, and I wanted to add a little bit more texture to this card panel as I'm layering it. So I am going to randomly use some Versamark ink and stamp over those florals to add a little bit more texture. I wanted to create more of an elegant card, and I wanted to go with the black and white, and I wanted just a little bit a pop of color. My card base is 4x9, and it is Gina K Designs black cardstock. Here I'm trying to find whether I needed to stamp some more of the lettering because I didn't want to have a huge empty space without it. So now I can glue my card panel down to the center of my card base, and then I am going to add some foam adhesive to the back of that mini slimline, and then I'm going to place that on top of that card panel. So I wanted to do a little bit of layering. I wanted to use the florals in multiple ways, and I thought that this was a great way to showcase these beautiful images that Neenah has created. One of the things that I really appreciate about this digital image set is that Neenah has already done the work for you. Many times when you purchase a digital stamp set, you need to clear the background on that stamp set, and Neenah's done that work for you. So the background is already transparent, ready to use. I will link a video in my description box below where I used a digital image, not this one, but a different one using Microsoft Word. So if you have Microsoft Word and you're unsure of how to use digital images, that would be a great video to watch. I am doing a little bit of Copic coloring, some fairly simple Copic coloring. I put my darkest color in the center, I put my mid-tone in the middle, and then I added a lighter tone on the edge of the petals. I will go around with my darker Copic marker and I'll go in between each of the petals. I have the caps up there so you can see what colors I'm using on this card. I did want that pop of color, so I went with oranges and kind of a hot pink and a bright green, and I love the pop of color that I get from these florals. You can resize them. You're going to see along the way on this hop how different we each use them. That's one of the nice things about having hops, is you can really see the full spectrum of things that you can do with these digital images. I'm using 2 green markers to color the centers, and then I'll finish up this final floral cluster. So you can see I did use both of them. You have a double and a single of the flowers, and I love that. Over at Neenah's store, Crescent Creation, it is an Etsy shop, and again I will have it linked in the description box below. She sells sequin mixes, but she also sells some stamps. So she has a few from Honeybee, she has a few from Avery L. I would highly recommend that you head over to her shop and take a look at the products that she brings. She is going to be releasing digital images on a monthly basis, so keep your eye out for the collections as they come. Make sure that you subscribe to her channel. She is offering a giveaway, so on April 30th she will draw 1 winner from the comments. So each time that you leave a comment on each stop in the hop, that is an entry. She will draw 1 winner for a chance to win this digital image collection, and I will have all of the hop participants linked in the description box below. I know that sometimes I tend to get lost on hops and I don't know if I've caught everybody. So if you're unsure of who you've seen and where you've been, go ahead and take a look at that full list. I will also link the next person in the hop in that description box as well. So just make sure you hop along and leave a comment. Let us know what you like about this collection. We really appreciate you taking time to watch. I know that Neenah's really excited about this new release, and I hope that you enjoy the inspiration that you find in this hop. So I have this finished, and I decided that I wanted to add a lot of accents. So not just a little. I'm going to really use my gel pen, and I'm going to add a lot of highlights to the floral. Actually, I'm going to add them to each of the petals, and then I also did some dotting so that you kind of, you know, when you're looking at the center of the flower and there's those little pock marks in there, I added those with that gel pen. That is a number 10 gel pen. It's a jelly roll pen, and it is smooth. I have had many different types of gel pens that people have sworn by. For me, this one has worked the best. It's a number 10, and I just think it's really white. It's really, it rolls smoothly, and I've been really happy with that. So now I'm going to start inlaying my letters. As I said, I did stack them up 3 times, and then I added some additional foam adhesive. I used the thin strips from scrapbook.com. It was a freebie, and I will be purchasing those again. That was a fabulous product. I know that people use the Doris's. I used scrapbook.com's 1/4 inch tape, but I really liked this very thin 1/8 inch. I think it's an 1/8 inch tape. I'm going to remove the backing from each of the letters, and then I'm going to easily inlay those in. I thought that I wanted the flowers to kind of lay on the word, but you're going to find out that I like the way that I placed it on the O, but I thought that it was just a little bit too busy over the H the way that I end up adhering it. So I am going to very carefully do a little bit of card surgery, and I'm going to need to pull that up. When I pull it up, I am going to get a tiny little tear in my white cardstock, so where the mini Slimline is, but I'm going to easily disguise it, because as a card maker we know that there are ways that we can disguise mistakes, and I'm going to disguise it with some Pink Fresh Studio jewels. I am going to be using the white jewels, and those are some of my favorite embellishments on cards. So once I get this centered up, I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape, because the card panel is popped up and half of this is going to lay over onto the larger panel that has the stamping on it. I need to add a little bit of foam tape to even out my flowers, and see, I just went a little bit too far over. I thought that I was going to like it, and I ended up not liking it. I'm going to bring in some other foam adhesive here, add it to the back of this one. And this is the one that I really like the way that it turned out. As I said, this is a 4x9 card. I will eventually take a piece of white cardstock and put it on the inside of the card so that the recipient or the person sending it can write a sentiment. I'm using some Nuvo glitter pen. I don't know what, I always forget what the name of this pen is, but I'm using the Nuvo glitter pen. I also wanted to mention that Neenah is offering a 15% discount over at her store, so all of her products are 15% off. There's no coupon needed for that, so if you're looking for sequin mixes or you want to look at the stamp sets that she has over there, there is a current sale going on. I'm using my Crocodile corner chomper, and I did chomp down my corners. I thought that because of the Griffin die that I used, that I needed to soften up the card a little bit, and so that corner rounder really did the trick. I'm going to get this pulled up, and once I get this pulled up, I'm going to glue this back down and add my sequins, and then that's going to be my card for today. So I want to congratulate Neenah on her new endeavor. I hope that you enjoy this hop, as I said, and I hope that you head over and check out her store and all of the products that she's carrying. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave you with another close-up and a little bit of music. There's a couple videos at the end of this. Until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.